Welcome to Attican Plays Port Royale 4. Alright, hi, this is Attican and welcome to Series 4, Episode 9 of Port Royale 4 Closed Beta Build, free mode with the Buccaneer. I've kept playing a little bit, doing a little practice and experimenting, and we're a little ahead in the game. I'm not sure how far, but I've basically just been fighting some more. And I've gotten some great comments from you guys, so I want to share some of those. And we're going to kind of do a little more fighting to illustrate those things, and then we're going to get into city building for a bit. First, DRAWROF, no idea how to say that. On this channel, it's Drawroff. So Drawroff, that'll be his official hillbilly name. Drawroff noted that well, put it simply, need to have a simple pattern to repeat, a repeatable pattern for when you finish a naval battle and come back to your port. So basically he said, 1, go to the port. 2, sell everything, including the sailors. In other words, make sure you sell your commodities you've gotten, all the booty you've gotten, and drop all your sailors. Remove all the extra ships. So then you kind of pick what your combat needs to be. Your extra ships are in vessels in the harbor. Then hire your sailors and repair all the ships. So that's a nice, simple, repeatable process. And the interesting thing is, as I kept playing this, as I told him in replying to his comment, that's what I've been trying to do, particularly these last few times, is just try to get into that rhythm. Because you guys watch me play, and we all have our strengths and weaknesses. My strength, I think, if you don't mind me saying so, is figuring the friggin' thing out and figuring out the overarching strategy that will drive you to victory easily. So I'm a right brain thinker. I think of the big stuff. There's a bunch of little stuff. My weakness, I'll figure out all the little things, but I won't always do them. So I have a weakness with execution sometimes and with the left brain stuff. So having a process is right up my alley, and then following it is not always the best thing I do. But having that process makes me do it more correctly more often. So, and I think that probably applies to almost all of us. So thank you, Drawroff, for writing that down, and that is the process I'm going to follow. And I'll show you the one thing I think the game intends for us to have this deal. If you look at these ships, I think what it really wants us to do is see the priority for sailor distribution. I think you can use that two ways. One is you could use it in the port. Like these 989 sailors, you could use this to make sure that your sailors get on the right ships when you get into port, to pick your convoy. And you can also use it later. Something else we haven't even gotten into is when you take supporting ships with you. We haven't even done that yet, where I have a convoy that has my fighting ships and some supporting ships that give me extra cargo capacity and can bring more sailors. And you can set priority to make sure that the sailors go to the combat ships. So we can do that, but we haven't gotten there yet. I haven't even done that. But I think that process is clumsy. I really prefer what Drawroff said. So here's and the other one he said was, and this is another interesting too. I'd started doing this. I realized I've got enough ships. I can have 2 convoys. Well, and at first I thought, well, I can have 2 convoys, have 2 captains, and what have you. But the way it's kind of working out is because you only get people so fast, and primarily the people, and we've got the one captain we love. I'll show you what we can do with that one captain. But I actually like Drawroff's process better than trying to do the pick them all. So here we've got one. Here's a good example. We've got Attican 2 has just come into port. So we are going to sell everything, including the ships. So we'll sell all our booty, make some money, And I would much prefer, and will probably do this, would much prefer, since this is one of our fighting stations, to have a warehouse here, to be able to load our goods into a warehouse here rather than just selling them. Because we even sell SELL, the sailors, SAILORS. So sell the sailors, sell everything. So now we've got a convoy that has no sailors and no cargo. Perfect. Then we go in and pick what we want to keep in our convoy. So let's see, what do we got? Ship line. This particular one's pretty heavy with British stuff. Do we have anything over here we'd like to add in? Maybe galleon. And I will, in my own defense, say this. A lot of the mistakes I make, I don't make quite as many if I just play the game. When I'm making the videos, I think I get too conscious of the boredom factor and how slow the game can. Any game I play, even Railway Empire, I get conscious of the fact that it can get boring, and I rush a little bit. And this is not a rushing game. So if you're one of those people that likes first-person shooters and seeing if you can left click faster than anybody else can left click and that kind of thing. This is not it. This is a pause and think and take your time game. So that should help any of you who are wondering if you're on the fence on this game. Just think about your style of play. Do you like to think and analyze, or do you like to just see how fast you can go? And if you're a speed demon, there's other games for you that you would probably enjoy playing more than this one. But if you like to think and analyze and build, this is a good one for you. All right, so got to get off these tangents and stick to the game here. So I don't have a lot of I think most of our good stuff's out there in Attica. Well, other stuff I should say. So let's just build kind of a ship of the line heavy one. We'll have ship of the line, let's see, frigate, ship of the line, military frigate and frigate. That gives us two different things. That would be good. Two ships of the line, a galleon. That gives us three different things. So we'll have to take off another ship of the line. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could put one more. We could put another galleon. They're pretty strong. And where are they? You know what? Let's put another frigate, because that way our reload will come back faster. The reload is really, really, really useful. All right, that's going to be our Attica 2 for the next time they go out. And then we'll get repairs. And I'm just going to repair everything. And then we're going to put sailors back on it. Okay, so Attica 2 is once it's repaired, is fully ready to go back out and fight. And Attica is, how's he doing? He's perfect. Look at this. Look at what Dummy did. All right, so now that's perfect. Didn't follow the process and left all that booty. So this ship could go out there and attack 10 English merchant vessels, take their stuff, and throw it in the ocean. Wow. All right, that was perfect. Okay, so we're going to send this one out to battle. But hey, it doesn't have a captain. Well, that's not a problem. It's very interesting. We're going to take Attica and start him back toward port, right? And then we'll take Attica 2 and we'll go into assign, and we're going to go find the man right here. We're going to unassign him from Attica and assign him to Attica 2. And Attica 2 is going to go to war. Well, Attica 2 is going to get repaired. But watch Attica, the one we took the captain off of. Where'd it go? Attican's in Cartagena. How'd that happen? Well, it just kept selling. It can sell to a port without enough command points. So it sailed with one of our kind of generic captains to, as we know, there's kind of a skeleton crew and a generic captain automatically. Otherwise, our trade ships couldn't even work until we had captains. So that generic captain sailed the fleet back in and for Attican so that he could go in and sell his stuff. And Attican 2 is headed out to battle. So we can actually use one great captain and have him lead both convoys. So that's one way to really take advantage of it. And we could easily, of course, put another captain on there. We've got another couple of guys who could do a pretty big convoy. But here, I don't know if they've moved or not. Move. Okay. They're going to sea. Attican is back in port. So Attican is going to sell. He's going to follow the process now. He is going to port. He's going to sell everything he has. A lot of cotton. Everything, including his sailors. Then we're going to go remove all the extra ships. Well, he shouldn't have any because we thought he was already ready. So that's going to be his makeup. A ship of the line, a frigate, a carrack, a war galleon, and a military frigate. So does that add up? It does add up right, doesn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Okay. And if we want, we can get another captain and send him out to battle, or we can just wait. I think let's wait to illustrate the whole shuttling thing. So now let's follow Attican 2 out here to the shipping lanes. We're at war, and I think we have the mark. Yes, want to make sure. I had a gap in the play here. So put them on. Let's move them right in there. Nice deep water and go. And it didn't take long till we were capturing booty, which some of it would have been lost. And we're right there in the heart of their shipping, and the beauty of it too. We're right there in the heart of their shipping for their main port. Well, here we go, and we've got a battle. All right, but what I was saying is we're in their main port, and that being said, we've got that's where they're bringing in stuff, their cotton and tobacco and cocoa. So all right, so wow, now this is going to be a battle. It's a pretty even match power wise. Military frigate, ship of the line, military frigate, corvette. Wow. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6 on 6. We're not going to be able to capture 6 ships. I think our plan is to sink at least 2. We want to do that right away. So what do we got to work with? We should have a reload right away. We've got the arrows. What's his strongest ship? Ship of the line. I think we'll right away shoot the arrows on this guy. No, we can't. Can we shoot this one? Yeah. Let's shoot him with the arrows. So he's stuck, so he's not going to be moving in. If we can kind of stay away from him, we can have a lot of fun here. So let's... Oh, and then Phil Manning said that this is something I hadn't noticed. You could actually select your ship order. So when you first start the battle, we've got 6 ships. But if you notice, I could decide to start with him, or him, or him. Or I guess they think of them as hers. I forget. Well, anyway, whatever ship I can start with this ship of the line over here. I can start with this ship of the line right here. I can do whatever I like. So you set the order. Now, once you go through one turn and you've set the order, then from then on it repeats in that order. And then so that was one thing Phil said. And the other thing he said was you should, to minimize the damage they do, you should look at, you should kind of favor, even if you don't totally know the order of the enemy's movement, you should look at it in terms of attacking the ship that hasn't just moved, because it's the one that's more likely to be the one that's going to move and attack you, whereas the one that has just moved obviously isn't. So, so applying all that, we could take a ship of the line and start working on this guy right here, hardcore. So, and because this ship of the line, we've frozen him with the arrows. That was the other thing Phil said. Use your arrows and immobilize somebody. So he's frozen, so he's not going to shoot unless we end up right here or right here, which we won't. So let's see if we can take down his other big ship. So ship of the line comes in and gets off a great shot. So let's do our reload with our big boy gun, and look at that. 2 shots and he's gone. So now we have immobilized one of his 2 biggest ships, and we sunk the other one. So this battle just flipped over. Look at the difference. We just flipped the whole battle on the first turn, and that's again, like everything, the start is it. So I think I'd like to have him. I'm actually going to move this ship that just finished back one to make room for my other ships to be able to get in there. Because I think the other thing we're going to do is sink his other biggest ship. And maybe not. Maybe we'll capture it. Let's see what happens when he moves. See, he couldn't do anything, so now it's right back to us. So we get 2 turns in a row by using the arrows up front. So a military frigate in your startup is a great idea, and having a frigate in your convoy is a great idea to get the reload, which can really help you get off shots that you couldn't get off otherwise. So let's see. I think now he can move now, so maybe we're just going to, but his turn's already passed. So now Phil said attack somebody who hasn't moved yet, because they're the one that's going to attack you. However, I'm going to modify that and say, to make absolutely certain I win this battle, I'm going to attack this guy. We're going to see if we can't get rid of him before he ever gets a chance to move again. Okay. Why don't you move over there? And using that frigate was a stupido. I could have picked that ship of the line right there. Why did it pick that one? I thought it always went biggest ships to smallest ships. Can I pick him? Yes, I can. Good. Let's get a shot. How are we going to do this? Let's get a shot. Whoops. Let's get a shot off on this ship. And do not want to stay right there. Well, it doesn't matter now. He can move. Okay, so we did great damage. Got this one down quite a bit. Okay, next ship. Now he did the firing arrows on us, so we've got this ship is immobilized. Now what's this? A military frigate. We're going to keep picking on this guy. just going to keep firing at him. Okay, so now we have taken out both his biggest ships, and we should be able to capture all the rest of them. So we're going to switch to canister shot and get off more shots. Got him down to 71. And what we got? A frigate here. Canister shot. Oh, and the other thing I haven't been paying enough attention to, Sledgehammer noted, the movements. You get, this is total movement. How far can you go? And this is how many turns you can do. And you pay for each of the turns. So see how this, if I go this way, I have 7 turns left. If I go this way, yeah, see how it takes a... Okay, I'm going to narrate right over my own narration here. I didn't quite get this, but if you look at that, what it's telling us is how many movement points and how many maneuver points it takes to get to that target location. So right there, it's 3 movement and 7 maneuver to get there, which we have, which means we can go there. But when we get there, see, we have 0 movement and 3 maneuver points left. I was thinking you would still have that many left after you did the move. So I thought I could move again after that. But you just have to read it as, if you look at a movement and say, okay, what do I want to do? It's going to tell you how many movement points and how many maneuver points it takes you to get to that spot. And he's kind of picking on my galleon right here. Whose turn? His turn. How many sailors? He's got 84. Now he's got 39. And I'm actually going to leave that ship. It's a big ship. He can take the beating. I'm going to leave him right there. Next ship. Frigate. Again, we're going to kill off some sailors. And that's about all we can do. Could have moved him. Probably should have moved him out a little ways. He got the arrows. And whose turn is it? Okay, now this guy is stuck, and he's facing. Really hard to see. He's facing this way, so he can only shoot out here. So well, that's interesting. One of the things I'm thinking is it might be a good practice if the opponent has burning arrows, it might be a good practice to try to finish your ships like this, where they've got these flat sides next to them, rather than like this, where they've got these angles, because they can't shoot at those angles if they're immobile. In other words, they can't do the little movement they need to turn a little bit and go. Now, okay, so he can't do anything. Now, if we wanted to, of course, we could just, fire a grenade. But that is not a real good target without hurting ourselves. Okay, we'll see. So the burning arrows makes us lose a turn. That's a big deal. Okay. This ship is and this one's I think the fact that this is over here on the left is that's our ship that they probably I thought they used they probably used do they have a surround sound? Yeah, they use surround sound on that guy. So they surrounded him and captured him. So he is captured. But he actually, if we win the war, the battle, he'll come back to us. And then he'll have to apologize for having abandoned us. So fire canister at this guy. He's got 0. And then kind of let's take our galleon and move out of the way a little bit. All right, next ship. Okay, 0, 90, 160, 30. Okay, so we got two more enemy ships we need to kind of clean house with. So let's go fire at him. 75, not very effective. Can we fire at him again? No. He's got 0, there's no point. Where are we? Whose turn? All right, we've got a ship of the line. And he has 160 sailors, so let's use our powerful ship. And now he has 0. That's the way it's supposed to be. And let's see, military frigate, corvette. So we've got any of our ships. Well, why are we looking? Well, he's locked down, but he's still out. He's still movable. He's just got burning mass, so he will come back to us here and be able to move. So we've got 4 ships, and they've got 4, and we've got their crews down to. That's minuscule, and that one there, I'd like to get rid of more crew on him. So I think I'm trying to figure out how could you turn into these so that you have that flat you know what I'm saying, so that you don't get the two this kind of a thing. You get a nice flat spot, but I don't see any way to control that. Oh well. All right, next ship. Okay, he's still locked down. He really can't do anything. No. Next ship. Okay, now he came in and took a good shot at our guy. The only good thing is our guy. Oh no, I'm sorry. I couldn't see that very well. He did the right thing. He crossed the T. He got in front of us, shot down this way, and we can't fight back because we're not facing toward him, or our side is not turned toward him. Nothing we can do about that. Next ship, and we might lose one. And he's hanging on by a thread. Okay. 0, 0, 75, 39. Okay, our little injured galleon here, we're going to have him take over this military frigate right here. So he will board that vessel. There we go. Whose turn? And we're going to go ahead and... No, we're not. What are we going to do? I wish I hadn't moved him. I wish I just followed my initial instinct and just kept him in the fight. Because he is going to have a hard time doing anything. Yep. Alright, this guy can now move. Military frigate, corvette. He's the next one to get a shot. We are going to board that corvette. Uh-oh. There goes our ship. So, lesson learned, should have sunk more of the enemy. Really should. See how it's kind of an evened up fight now, which is no good. But we can change that. We've got a frigate at 102. He's got a military frigate at 0. We're going to board that ship. And I wish he hadn't boarded him right there. This guy can shoot. And almost sink us. All right. He can't board him. I think he can shoot at him, can he? Yeah. So he's down to 0. Let's just... All right. Ooh, the fire arrow. Those arrows are mean. So now we can't do anything. Lost another ship. Board that one. Okay, we won the battle, but oh, now look what happened to us. Now we've got a battle with, because we're in close to the port. So we're going to go to manual, and we are going to escape. And then we're going to run. So that escape was really helpful there. So lesson learned for me is sink more of the enemy. Don't try to capture 14 ships in one go. So we're going to send Anakin 2 down here. We're going to pick up Anakin and give Anakin a captain. Anakin should be has no sailors. Pick up sailors. And as soon as Anakin 2 limps into port, we'll kind of swap sailors. Sell everything, and then on we'll take Anakin now and pick up those sailors that just came back and reuse them and send Anakin out to fight. Take Anakin 2 and make our decisions about what we want to do with it. Okay. Okay, ship of the line. Ship of the line. A military frigate. A galleon. Another ship of the line. We'll grab all the sailors we can while they're there before they go off for other jobs, and we will do our repairs. Well, actually first, I'm going to sell that Corvette, and then we're going to repair and have that stuff ready to go, and then we'll go back out to Atican. Which one's fighting for us? And I've got another signed captain. We'll take care of that in a minute. So what we should do, I want to stay focused on this just to kind of get it down. But what we should do now, you got to move around between all the pieces: the economy, the military, the whatever, problems with the cities you administer, all that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm just kind of being a little bit myopic in my vision, just because we want to get this down. So now we've got Atican back out at sea. He's patrolling. Oh, and peace broke out. All right, great. Now, here's the other thing. If we look at our character now, look at this. We've got all of our captain's license. We've got everything. Fame is not going to help us anymore. We are free to just pirate all we want. As far as I can tell. If anybody knows of a reason why we couldn't do that, let me know. But what we can do here, in fact, we're going to turn on the Jolly Roger and patrol. So now we're a pirate. So if you won't give us a war, we'll just make our own. and we are operating right in the English Viceroy's town, which is about as dangerous a place as you can go. Come on. Attack that guy. Okay, that's what I wanted to do was fight until I had a fight. Okay, wow. Oh, this is a big one. He's got 6 trade. Oh, could this be the? He's got 4 military ships and 6 trade ships. This could be a treasure fleet. Could it? Could it? No. Whatever it is, it's a big fleet, so he gets to go first. So I think we want to sink all 4 of these ships. What's he got? Ship of the line, ship of the line, ship of the line, ship of the line. Wow. All right. We got ship of the line, war galleon, military frigate, and carrack. Okay. So we want this guy to get off 2 shots. If he shoots here, he'll never get another shot. I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Well, I think we're going to make sure we sink a ship. Oh, I went for the wrong one. I went for the one that just moved. Sorry. Didn't follow. Here we come up with all these great ideas, and I don't do the one we All right, I'm going to take the extra turn. I hate using that, but we're going to use this, and this ship's going to go down. Bit of a waste. We killed him. We just killed a gnat with an elephant gun, but he's gone. All right, next ship. It's us again. All right, let's get off 2 shots. I can't get off. You tell me he can't get off a shot? Oh boy, I'm gonna get better at this whole turning and moving and what it means. So can we fire arrows? Yes, we're gonna put arrows on this ship so we can lock him down, and as long as we stay out of these 2 spots right here, he can't shoot at us. Okay, this Carrack. We'll fire a shot here. And we'll fire a shot here. That's perfect. Okay, so see, he basically had to skip a turn because of the burning arrows. And now we're going to take our frigate and see if we can finish him off. He evaded. Very nicely done. Can we shoot again? No. Our frigate can sit right there. Okay, now our military frigate. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, it's us. Okay, we've sent. We're down to one enemy with 200 sailors. Let's go in and take a shot at him. Oh, he evaded it. Minimized the damage. Next ship. Yeah. Our war galleon's going to fire canister into him. Now he's down to 21. And we can't board him, so let's just get out of the way. Next. Okay, our Carrack should be able to board him. There we go. Oh! You know what we're doing now? We're fighting his convoy ships, I guess. They got detached from their escort. So we just took a whole bunch of booty and captured another ship. And it's probably a good time to come home. So we'll sail back to Cartagena. Why aren't we moving? Okay. Oh, it couldn't sail back because I've still got the pirate flag. Drop that pirate flag immediately. That way believe it or not, I think we would be safe even from British ships up there. They don't seem to have any memory of us. So we'll send
Why
Anakin
don't you
back
come and visit me again?
and get repair. You know, do our thing, do our draw off process, and we're not even at war, so I don't even need the captain in that anymore if I don't want it. I can go back and fight some more, but let's not. Let's do something else. Do we have enough money? We may need to fight some more just to have some more money. I'm going to make that ship active so when I get here I can pick up that map. Okay, we have enough to look for the treasure map. I cannot say that that looks that familiar to me. It's really, as I've said before, it's not a treasure map, it's a treasure picture. If it wasn't a picture, I think if it was a map, it'd be really hard to read. Well, we're back at war. I bet we have to, yeah, and we have to pay another mark to go back to war. He'd like us to sell sugar to France. Tactics. What do we have? Okay, can someone explain this to me? Why do we have 0 tactics? We just used an escape on one a minute ago. That doesn't seem right, does it? I actually think there is a problem with the tactics. If you use them, do you lose them? Wow. If you look... The ships bring stuff, but the captain's tactics, it looks like you can collect up to 2 of each one, but once you use it in a battle, you don't have it again. And I have that's probably, I think that's correct, because I have noticed the inconsistency in what I have to work with at any given point in time. So you have to be really frugal with these. You don't want to just throw them out there every battle just because they're there, because they don't come back. You have to keep doing more and more of these little annoying tasks in order to keep those. Wow, wow, wow. All right, sugar. We only have 70 in Necoclee. We have 116 in our warehouse in Portobello. 116 and 70. And he wants us to sell 611. Yeah, right. That's conceivable we could do that if we just sat there and drained the sugar from Necoclee as fast as it was made. How fast is it made? $67 a day. We'd have to sit there for about 10 days and drain sugar, and then get it to him in a month. It is possible to do, except that while we're draining it, we'd have to have a trade license with some French city. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can plan this out and do it. The closest French city. Probably the closest French. We're at war with England, of course. Because we were at peace with them for 2 days. I wouldn't mind trading with Tampa. It only cost us $1 million gold to get that. So for $1 million gold, we could open up a trade route, take off all our sugar supply for 10 days, load it up on ships, sell it through enemy waters to trade it to them at a bad price, and we might get a captain's tactic out of it. Are you seeing a bad attitude on my part? I don't think we want to do that. Okay, so where are we? Let's see if we got insufficient housing. Okay, what's the deal? 90. Now, housing space is at 98%. Is everybody fully employed? Yes, we have all our workers. Reasonably satisfied people. We could build more housing, but Portobello actually, I didn't do the world's great. It's a clumsy build, and I didn't do the world's greatest job. But let's see, where can we put housing? You can put it in places where they hate, and you'd only get 80. They would hate, and they would only get 80. The only thing we could do is like knock down 2 rope yards, put housing here, and then put the rope yards out there. That would be. They would like living there, but man, that would cost a lot. What's it cost to put in a rope yard now? 114. So it cost us 200. I forget it. We're just Portobello is just not going to grow anymore for now. We still don't have unlimited funds. We still have our issues. Okay, let's go do this search. St. Augustine, that'll be our east utility. Whoops, east utility. Head on up there. Drive right through, go right through the war. And while that's going on, I think I'd like to have a warehouse in Cartagena. Do we have any fame points? Where are we on fame? All right, our piracy set us back to 0. But we're not being pirates now. We're being good boys. So 68. Wow, it's going to take a while to get it. But if we do, if we get another fame point, we'll think about using it to put a warehouse in Cartagena and expand it to a large one and have plenty of storage there so that we can change all our trade routes and put our booty, because Cartagena is obviously, we're going to fight out of Cartagena to fight the Dutch. We're going to fight out of Cartagena to fight the English. So a large warehouse there would make so much sense that we could drop all that booty in and then sell it at good prices rather than selling it right away at bad prices. Overall, we'd make a lot more money that way. Look at that. Following. Look at that attack fleet going up through there. My word. They finally got us. And what was this? Close to St. Augustine. Oh, we haven't even found St. Augustine yet. It's up here. There it is. Oh, that's the top of the map. We can't go any. any higher. There. And back to Taylor. Take off. All right, this is getting long. Let's stop right here, and when we come back in the next episode, we'll start working on our economy. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it'll help us all become better players. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Port Royale 4 video. Thank you.